Today, we bring you the first story in our special series exploring climate change, the everyday energy choices that contribute to it, and how communities can help curb its increasing impacts. This feature story by Benedicta Ohenewaa Asamoah takes us to Otekplu in the eastern region, where chiefs, queen mothers, women, and youth share their experiences with clean energy, from misinformation about LPG safety to the affordability challenges that shape their decisions. Their voices reveal why building climate resilience must begin with listening, trust, and solutions that fit local realities. This production is part of a collaborative project between JoyNews, CDKN Ghana, and the Center for Climate Change and Sustainability at the University of Ghana, with funding support from the Claire R41 Opportunities Fund. Here is our feature, Local Voices, Resilient Energy, a community story of the people of Otekplu. This is a story highlighting the resilience of the people of Otekplu. In many Ghanaian communities, resilience begins with leadership. Chiefs stand before their people to champion new ideas. Queen mothers guide women and families through change. Youth leaders bring innovation. These voices hold trust, and when they are involved, energy solutions take root.
I can gas or where area no matter gas or a clam, no, because of that of it, you get my fears or you. And who pay for against another gas never use. Because I told me, I use or gas or no, nothing and thing no must in now because of that of gas or who pay for now gas or all the baking of the beauty, all the baking the building buyer. Problem be I can bring a no my report a quarter of we say come because the cabinet never done. Every gas of Benadi, people look only use me no live now you saw a billion by a problem. No, getting down about my gas, no local, my teach me. I'm a chairman, now my teach me, but I use so here I am young. The German no some no low to no boom no, it's a book.
But too often, projects arrive without listening to them. Solar lamps lie broken, LPG stoves gather dust, and clean cook stoves are abandoned.
The entire gas nigga affordable fine. But distance no one. Ubefaka and at a moto, Acophobia, I had Municophobia in and out 15 cities. That's an Asamoah of Filiga Nasamba. It factory nibi war area hana ka benya ka filling station nibi benya ka obi abede e be pe biato bon be menye ewa e na cylinder no bebre hanu mu efiafo ko menye cylinder no free kura na ko wa fill dia nipa no be free so be den bo ba ko to cylinder be se 400 500 no onye.
Communities do not reject change, they reject being sidelined. Baker and colleagues 2021 explain in their research that when local leaders are excluded, energy projects become misaligned with community needs and often fail. And the consequences go beyond wasted investment. Families keep turning to firewood and charcoal. The smoke from these fuels fills kitchens, damaging lungs and causing respiratory illnesses, especially in women and children.
Cylinder boy a day, gas bonds a day. Intina my yusu bidie. Na bidie no so ye yusua, ye soa, smoke no yemu. ɛne gya koraa yɛ the same thing. The gya nso smoke no realm a wotumi yare wotumi bɔwa.
Ayɛ di kakra ɛgya no ɛtumi kɔ yɛ no na yɛbɔ de ne nyinaa yɛ yɛ. Na ka gas no deɛ ɛyɛ na yɛntumi ntɔ gas no nti yɛre still bidie na wɛde ayɛ kakra na marere ayɛ.
The demand for wood drives deforestation, which worsens soil erosion, reduces rainfall, and leaves communities more exposed to floods, droughts, and heat waves. But there is another path. When chiefs and queen mothers are involved, when communities are consulted, projects succeed. With women leading advocacy and solutions designed to fit culture, energy systems can last. With participatory planning, resilience grows. Energy justice means listening first, respecting culture, and trusting local wisdom. When solutions are owned by the people, they protect forests, reduce smoke, and strengthen resilience against floods, droughts, and heat. That is how communities secure not just energy, but a climate-smart future.
We are joined by one of our researchers and co-authors, Emmanuel Kwame Appiah. He is on the line, so we'll be speaking to him very soon and unpack all we need to unpack to help us understand the importance of local voices in our energy decisions. Hello. Hello, Emmanuel.
Yes, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I am very fine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So before we go straight into the conversation, let me say Happy New Month and a Merry Christmas in advance.
Thank you very much. I wish you the same.
Thank you. So the story highlights how culture and community engagement affect energy choices in Ghana. And what does existing research tell us about why listening to local voices is crucial for the success of clean energy projects?
I thank you very much and greetings to your listeners. So delving straight into the question, research shows that clean energy project works best when the people who will use that particular clean energy or technology are involved from the beginning. So studies like Baker et al. In 2021 actually highlight that many communities feel marginalized during energy planning. And so their voices are often ignored, which leads to mistrust and then low participation. And sometimes it ends in the project failing. So another story by Awoponi, this is very current in 2025, not long ago, also said that energy citizenship grows when the people understand the project, feel respected, and then see how it connects to their daily lives. And so if this is what research is saying, then it just means that once we get the people involved from the beginning, then we are assured of a high success rate.
Moving forward, you supported this feature with research papers and expert guidance. From your perspective, why is it important to connect academic research with storytelling like this?
Now, it is very important to connect academic research with storytelling because the academic research would give you the facts, it would give you evidence, it would give you the theories. But then the stories show the human reality behind those facts. So when people hear a story like the one that we've just done about Otekplu, they see how energy choices affect real families. They also understand the cultural values.
Hello.
Yes, can you?
Hello, Emmanuel.
Hello, I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
Right. So I was saying that academic research would give you the facts, it would give you the evidence, it would give you the theory. But then the stories will show the human reality behind those facts that the academic research is giving you. And so, for example, in the story that we've just done, you realize that people are able to see how energy choices affect real families. They are also able to understand cultural values. They are able to understand their fears, their dreams, and the daily struggles that they go through. And then they can relate emotionally and not just the intellectual aspects of the papers. And so when we mix both research and storytelling, we are able to help policymakers and the public see that clean energy is not just about the technology, it's about the people as well.
Okay, so to my next question, you made mention of policymakers. So, what should policymakers and development partners do differently to ensure clean energy interventions are accepted and sustained in communities like Otekplu?
Right. So a few things that they can do, and the most important thing is to start with conversations. They have to start with engagements and not just bumping into with equipment to start the whole clean energy project. They have to start engaging the people from the roots to understand what they really need and make them also understand the essence of the clean energy. They have to include community leaders early, like I just mentioned. They have to respect cultural values and then the local knowledge. The fact that we want to promote clean energy does not necessarily mean that we would have to rubbish local knowledge and then cultural values. So we have to respect cultural values and then local knowledge. And then we also have to give communities a sense of ownership. Let them feel like whatever thing we are doing for them, they are a part of it. And so they own it. And that way it becomes much easier for them to tag along easily. And then finally, I think they can be able to train local people to maintain the technology. If we put the technology in place and we have not trained people on how to use it, we have not trained people on how to maintain this clean energy projects that we are talking about, then it becomes difficult to sustain it for future generations.
Away from let me ask you, you being a researcher, how was it like working with journalists on this project?
It was quite an interesting one. It was a very interesting experience because you realize that it goes beyond just the writing. As researchers, we are our responsibility is to write and then report what we are seeing. But then when the journalists come on board, they are able to also give a pictorial evidence of whatever thing that we have put on paper. And so you realize that it's not a one-sided affair. It was just an interesting experience, hearing from the experience of other senior journalists as well. So yes, it was quite an interesting experience.
Okay, so before I let go of you, if you had one key message for the public after listening to the story, what would it be?
Clean energy succeeds when the community is involved. And so if they are listening to me, their voices, their knowledge, their concerns, they really matter a lot. And they have the right to help shape the energy solutions that affect their own lives. So whenever there are interventions that come their way, they shouldn't shy off from those interventions. They should make their inputs so that the policymakers will be able to understand what exactly they want and then build clean energy to suit them as they want it.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel Kwame Appiah. Thank you for your time. And